Listen to me. If you are sitting there right now, looking at your bank account, worrying about how you are going to cover groceries, a utility bill, or an unexpected medical expense before your next check arrives, I need you to take a deep, deep breath. You are not alone, and you do not have to panic. But what you absolutely must not do is fall into the traps that are waiting to prey on your fear. When money gets tight, it is terrifying. I know that. The fear can paralyze you, or worse, it can drive you straight into the arms of predatory payday lenders or credit card companies charging you astronomical interest rates and hidden fees. They want you to feel desperate because desperation makes them rich. But you're smarter than that. Today, we're going to look at a tool that people keep talking about called Klover. You want to know, how does Klover work? Is it a lifesaver, or is it a wolf in sheep's clothing? We are going to break it down, completely unfiltered, so you can protect your hard-earned money. Let's understand exactly what Klover is. Klover is what we call a cash advance app. It allows you to access a small amount of money, anywhere from $25 up to $750, before your actual payday arrives. Now, hear me clearly on this. Klover is not alone. There is no credit check. They do not look at your FICO score, and using it will not hurt your credit history. There is zero interest. I'll say it again, 0% interest. So how on earth do they decide to give you money if they don't check your credit? They look at your data. When you sign up, you link your checking account to the app using a secure system. Klover looks at your banking history. To qualify, you must be at least 18 years old, a U.S. resident, and you must show that you have a checking account that is at least 90 days old. Most importantly, you need to show at least 3 consecutive, regular direct deposits from your employer within the last 60 days, and those deposits generally need to be at least $250 each. Klover is looking at your cash flow to verify that you actually have money coming in and that you have a predictable date when that money arrives. Once they verify your income, they approve you for a baseline advance. For most new users, that baseline is small, maybe $20, $30, or $50. Over time, as you show you can use the app responsibly, that limit can go up. When you request an advance, Klover sends that money to your account, and then, pay attention now, on your very next scheduled payday, Klover automatically withdraws that exact amount right back out of your account. It is designed to be a temporary bridge, borrowing from your future self. Now, you might be asking, Susie, if there's no interest and no credit check, how is this company making money? What's the catch? Oh, there is always a catch, my friends, and this is where you have to stand in your truth and look at the fine print. Klover operates on a business model called Truth in Data. They are leveraging your most valuable modern asset, your personal information. In exchange for accessing this money without interest, you're agreeing to let them anonymize and track your financial data, your transaction history, your spending habits, and even your GPS location. They use this data to target you with partner offers, advertisements, and financial insights. You are paying them with your privacy. If that makes you uncomfortable, then this app is not for you. But it goes beyond just data. Klover has a points system, and this is how you unlock those higher advance limits up to $750. To get more points, you have to perform tasks inside the app. You have to watch 60-second commercials, take marketing surveys, scan your shopping receipts, or link your outer accounts like Amazon or Target. For every task you complete, you get points, and those points can be traded in to increase your advance limit. It turns your financial stress into a game where you are the product. Let's talk about the real danger zones where Klover can cost you actual, cold, hard cash. Klover says their service is free, and it can be, but only if you are willing to wait. If you request a standard cash advance, it takes 1 to 3 business days for that money to hit your bank account. If you do it that way, you pay absolutely nothing. But what happens when you are in a panic? What happens when you are at the mechanic or the pharmacy right now and you need that money in 5 minutes? They also offer an optional subscription service called Klover Plus for up to $9.99 a month, which gives you credit monitoring and budgeting tools. They will prompt you to sign up for it, but you do not need it to get a cash advance. Do not buy things you do not need when you are already short on cash. So, what is the actionable takeaway here? How do you handle this? If you are facing a genuine emergency and you have absolutely no other options, using Klover's standard, free, 3-day transfer is a far better option than a predatory payday loan that charges 400% interest. And it is better than overdrawing your bank account and getting slapped with a $35 insufficient funds fee by your bank. If you use it, use the free version. Plan ahead by those 3 days so you do not get gouged by the instant transfer fees. But hear me loud and clear. A cash advance app is a band-aid on a bullet wound. It does not solve the underlying problem. If you are constantly borrowing from next week's paycheck to pay for this week's groceries, you are trapped in a cycle of financial insecurity. You are living paycheck to paycheck, and eventually, that cycle will catch up to you. If Klover takes their money back on Friday, you are starting the next 2 weeks with even less money than you had before, which forces you to use the app again. That is a dependency, and dependency is the enemy of financial freedom. Your goal, starting today, must be to build a small emergency cushion so you never have to trade your personal data or pay express fees to an app just to survive. Start small. Even if it is just $5 a week, put it away. Cut out every single unnecessary expense until you have a safety net. Use these tools only as an absolute last resort. Protect your data, protect your wallet, and remember that true financial peace of mind comes from owning your money, not borrowing from your future.